Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. If you have been drawn to this reading, we're taking a look at who is thinking of you. So if you're a regular to my channel, you already know the drill. But if you're brand new to my channel, I start off with letters. We'll take a look at the zodiac signs as well as physical features to give you an indication of who is thinking of you. So I've combined a couple of decks for each category with the exception of the physical features part, and then we'll get into the actual messages that needs to come through and what you need to know at this time when it comes to your connection. Typically, I do focus on those who are in separation or you're going through some challenging things at the moment when it comes to your relationship. So only take the parts of it that resonate, since this is a general reading, and release the rest. You know, you don't have to try to make it fit. If it just doesn't fit, maybe this time it's not your reading. All right, guys. So I've already pre-shuffled and selected for each zodiac sign because that portion of the reading takes time. So as you'll see when you watch your reading, we'll just get right into it and then get into the messages. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's find out what you need to know. Hey there, Leo, welcome. So let's get started. So let me set these guys aside. We'll focus on the letters first. So you ended up getting J, O. Somebody's name could be Joe, J-O-B. Maybe they're all about their career or their job. Maybe you are as well. We have Y, C, X, W, Z, Q, D, U, and P. So feel free to pause the video, look at these letters, play around with them if you have to. If you are single and none of these letters make sense, you can always go back to this at any time if the actual messages that come through here make sense for you. All right, so that's what's coming through by way of letters. Let's take a look at the zodiac signs, and it is Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So we're starting off with Virgo. Aquarius actually came through twice, so maybe this person has a lot of Aquarius placements, or maybe you do as well. Leo, Scorpio came through, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, and lastly, Gemini. All right, so again, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, it doesn't only have to be their sun sign, but that's what's presenting itself here for that. All right, so let's take a look at the physical features for the collective, and it could be describing you as well, not just the person you're thinking about. We've got dark brown eyes. Somebody could have hazel eyes. We've got medium built, muscular, so divine feminine. Your masculine could be known to work out. You know, maybe they've got a six-pack, they're really muscular. They take care of themselves. They care about their appearance. We have average height right here. We've got vintage. So maybe, you know, some of you really love that vintage fashion. Maybe your person does. Some of you could be more on the sporty side. We have younger than you. That could be reversed for some situations. So it does seem that either you have a large age gap or maybe it could be a smaller one, but one of you is definitely younger than the other. We have medium length hair, square chin, small lips, and lastly, we have white. Okay, so if any of those make sense, let's get into the actual meat of the reading, so to speak, and get you some messages. What you need to know right now that we have an idea of who could possibly be thinking of you. So if you're new to my channel, this is probably the first time you're seeing me use this deck that I created. It's scenarios, and it's got upright and reversed interpretation. So there's so many twists and turns that these cards could take to be able to offer the message. So let's see how it goes. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What do we need to know here? All right, we do have the voice. Maybe you have a great voice. Some of you could have a beautiful singing voice. It does say a sexy or alluring voice finding one's voice, sharing your concerns, love to hear your person talk, talking things out. That could be a part of what it is that they want, especially if you guys are going through stuff, or maybe there has been no contact. It does seem that they do want to talk. Let's see what else for Leo. We've got Heartthrob, so this is representing masculine, handsome, hot body, popular, many options. All right, so this is a masculine that knows that he looks good and he doesn't have any issues attracting people. All right, so here we go. Unfortunately, it might be a situation where your masculine entertained other options. Could be that. All right, we do have a reversed card, but in the upright, it's masquerade. So it is in the reverse. Trustworthy, an open book, authentic lover. All right, so that's good. Let's see what else. I am getting for some of you that could be a part of your fears, perhaps, because your person looks really good. Maybe you're afraid that they're going to end up meeting somebody new, somebody else, especially if your self-worth, your self-confidence isn't up to par. You know, so some of you guys might have even thought that they'd stepped out on the connection, or that they were cheating, or some shady stuff was going on. But the way it's coming through, that might not be the case if at the end of the day they were proven to be trustworthy. I'm just getting that message for some of you. All right, let's see what else. Oh, this is interesting. All right, we've got the Leo lover. This is obviously a Leo reading. So it is in the upright. Leo, loyal, protective partner, grand gestures of love, passionate lover, persistent in love. That is what's coming through there. Let's see. Let me grab one more here for this Leo reading. And we have the vagabond in the reverse. Stable connection, ready to settle down, fully grounded and ready to commit. I actually like that, because we might have a person coming through in this reading, Leo, where at one point in time they could have been more promiscuous. You know, they looked good, people were paying attention, and you know, they could have been the type of person where they were in and out of relationships, or again, they might have entertained other options. They could have gotten mixed up in drama like third parties. So maybe they've had to prove themselves to be this trustworthy person. And if that was how they were before, and if you guys are in separation, the message here, the way it's presenting itself, is that they're now coming towards you as a more stable person. They know what they want. They're ready to commit. So let's grab some verbiage from the Soul Lovers in Separation deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. All right, what do you need to know? I will never forget the day that I met you, and I will always remember the day that I loved you, for they are one and the same. So there's something about the very first time that you guys connected, very first time that you literally laid eyes on each other. They remember that, and there's something very special about it, and the love that they do have for you still. Let's grab another card for Leo. I didn't think it was possible to feel this much. Thoughts of you fill my head. I mean, their love continues to grow for you regardless of where you guys are at on this journey. And bottom of the deck. You are my daily motivation. Your soul, the essence of who you are, inspires me and helps me navigate the path of life. Our love will never die because true love lasts forever. What they're trying to tell you here is, especially for those who are not together, you're in separation, they still love you. Maybe you still love them, which is why you are drawn to this reading and why you even care to watch readings like this. So maybe Divine Feminine, you might have a masculine here that might have entertained other options, you know, thinking that they could maybe have a better connection with somebody else, that there's choices that they had. That could be something that they liked, you know, it's like, oh, let me see what, you know, these other connections I could explore. But what part of the lesson is they have found is it's bringing them back to you. You are the Leo lover. You're the one that they want to share this life with. That's what I'm getting there. So let's grab some tarot. Let's see what else we can find out here. And if they haven't realized it yet, they will. Interesting. Oh, this is interesting. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So, Divine Feminine, here you are. You probably walked away from a masculine who hurt you. It has something to do with a love triangle. Their options. They cheated. They betrayed you. That's what this is representing. Five of Swords, just as important as what these cards are trying to convey, that there was conflict, that there were other people in the mix. They were sneaking around. Wow. But boy, do I feel they have learned some major life lessons as a result of those actions. Look at this, Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Swords, yep. Six of Cups, Four of Cups. What have they learned? First of all, for some of you, maybe it's been a good chunk of time since you've even seen each other, but they are still thinking about you. We see that through some of the verbiage here. They still love you, but they also recognize that they might have missed out on a chance to be with you and to be able to revive this. They are really wanting a second chance, plain and simple. They think about you big time. You're still very much a part of their heart. The Six of Cups is picking up off of the past. Some of the memories from the past are hurtful, but they choose to focus on the happier times that you have shared. And if you guys were destined to connect in this lifetime, which I feel you will, or you were, there's still the opportunity to reconnect. So I feel this is a relationship that can circle back around, you know, and good luck is definitely on your side with the Wheel of Fortune. And they needed time away from you in order to see what it was that they had. And they might have taken you for granted as well. So this is one of those situations, Leo, where we have a medium-sized window of opportunity. I feel there's still time for this person to get their act together and to reach out to you and to be able to demonstrate that they want a stable relationship rather than one where there's a revolving door of them coming in and out of your life to where they really weren't ready to commit fully. I feel that has shifted, that has changed, because with the Six of Cups, this is somebody who wants to return and wants to stay. So they're afraid that they might have missed out on the opportunity to actually do this, but I feel there's still time to do that. So they can't focus too much on the fact that, yes, it might have been a while since you guys have connected, but I feel they love you enough to at least want to try to see how this can all play out. And if you're open to it as well, because Divine Feminine, here you are. For some of you, I can't help but feel that you guys were married, or certainly you were a couple for a good chunk of time, and something happened here where there was a third party involvement. Other people got in the way for sure. And I think this is a masculine who sees that, yes, it hurt you, Divine Feminine, but you're also the type of person who is strong, and you're not going to just whittle away and, you know, disappear. I feel you're the type of person that will find the strength to be able to lift yourself up, dust yourself off, and take that step, whatever that step might represent for you. There's still so much life to live here, and it's just a little chunk of time here that represents this heartache, I feel. So Divine Feminine, if you have experienced this and you had a masculine, you know, recognizing it's like, yeah, you know, I'm handsome, I look good, and enjoyed the attention that they were getting from other people. So, you know, things might have actually turned into a Tower moment, even though we don't see the Tower card here. I feel this is a possibility of truly what might have happened between the two of you. So I'm getting here that they want a reconciliation. Are you open to that? Seven of Cups, yeah. Yep. We already know they had choices, and I feel they crossed the line. There were some boundaries that were crossed there, you know. And the thing is, life is giving you both the opportunity to make different choices and to be able to choose each other again. Four of Wands, reunion. So Six of Cups and Four of Wands, they both represent the opportunity for a reunion. It does seem, for those of you who are interested in that, you can have that. It could be a twin flame connection for some of you that relate to that, in separation from your twin. And twin flames, always magnetically pulled, right? No matter where life takes you both, even if you're not together in the 3D, they'll always feel your presence. You will always have a very special place in their heart. But what I'm picking up, especially from the divine masculine, is that this masculine wants a do-over. This masculine wants a second chance to prove to you, divine feminine, that they are 100% fully invested, ready to commit. And if you are open to that as well, this is a relationship that might come back around, and to be able to come through this experience way stronger than how you guys were in the past. All right, so that's what I've got, guys. Hopefully you're able to relate to this. If you are interested in your own reading, that information is down below in the description box, as well as the link to the decks featured in this video. Thank you guys so very much, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.